Everyone seems to be optimistic about crypto's fourth quarter this year. Pretty much everybody, actually, everywhere you look. Why is this? Are we all just collectively impatient? Do we all just want to see our bags grow and become profitable? Or objectively, are there actually a lot of positives out there to be bullish and enthusiastic about? I'm happy to say the evidence suggests the latter. There are some superb trends, stats, metrics that I can concretely point to that strongly suggest we're in store for a truly face-melting rally. That evidence also suggests it'll start soon. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest. I do wish you very well in this upcoming bull cycle, of course, and beyond. But I'm not a financial or investment advisor. Remember that. And by extension, also remember that this video is not official financial or investment advice. Have you checked out our new trading section in Discord yet? Because starting this week, we now have a dedicated trading section to discuss all things altcoins and technical analysis. And on top of that, our very own Cody is giving his personal trading setups that he's actually taking in real time that you can follow along with, as well as educational videos to help you get started with trading. If you're not a trader, don't worry. We have sections on Bitcoin, altcoins, gaming, and NFTs as well. It's all for free. Join us in Discord today. Check out the link in the description below. Right off the bat here, and from a wide angle perspective, I want to increase the very important trend that we've been observing, that being an increase in global liquidity. That is a crucial variable here, perhaps the most crucial of all, because really all Bitcoin bull markets have had this in common. Not the halving, not US presidential elections, not Coinbase going down among a ton of buying activity. Those things have happened. They have been important. They have had an impact, but the most positive variable that's ever been associated with a bullish crypto market has been increasing global liquidity. Because of course, when liquidity around the world increases, all risk assets benefits. So stocks, commodities, real estate, and crypto as well. Just pragmatically speaking and logically, the money has to go somewhere. US global liquidity specifically is on the rise. Rate cuts have just started and will continue, and this is going to add money into the system. And again, it has to go somewhere. Wall Street is hitting record highs right now. China's global liquidity has been rising for a couple of months as well. Chinese stock markets are already on the rise, and this is where the optimism is coming from. Money is flooding in. There has been a massive influx of economic stimuli in China. The Hang Seng Index is climbing aggressively. And people who watch these things professionally are telling us in no uncertain words that money is coming in from all sides. And again, it has to go somewhere. Here's just one isolated example, but it's a big one. The Beijing Stock Index just had its biggest one-day gain ever. And look, maybe Chinese economic activity doesn't mean a whole lot to you, but if China is any sign, it does look like that rotation of money into risk assets has already started. It's hard to feel anything but bullish when you see all these moves that China's central bank, the PBOC, is making. That's the People's Bank of China. Plus, the effects have already started. This Altcoin Buzz Spotlight video is sponsored by CoinEx, which is probably one of the best exchanges that you still haven't heard of. Just like Gate.io or MEXC, they offer a lot of coins, but most importantly, they offer the high quality coins that you actually want. I'm talking about over 800 coins in over 1,200 trading pairs, which are available. And they have a great new program that is ongoing right now. Just for signing up with the link that we provide below, you're going to get up to 100 USDT to help your account get started. This offer, however, is only good until November 9th. So get in there and get your bonuses soon. Check out the link. Once again, you can find it in the description of this video and get up to 100 USDT with your new account. But let's switch gears now from China and discuss the upcoming US election and nations that are stacking, because there's also a major political element to this. Coming up very quickly on the 5th of November, the United States will elect its next president. And to some, like Ryan Selkis, he's the founder of Masari Crypto, it's very important for crypto in the US that Trump wins. Elon Musk, owner of X/Twitter, probably is even more adamant when it comes to that particular point. Others say that current Vice President Kamala Harris might be pro-crypto too, or at least not really against it. And she has made positive statements about crypto to the block. The only real enemies of crypto in the US are really Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren. Almost everyone else is kind of waiting to see which way the wind is going to blow. And I think it is fair to say that regardless of who wins the United States presidential election, there could be change here when it comes to Gary Gensler's leadership in the SEC. Chances are he's going to be removed one way or the other, which objectively is pretty much good news. Okay, but here's the thing. The fact that crypto is important enough and that US crypto holders are a big enough and wealthy enough demographic to comment about all of this itself is a big accomplishment. It's one that we cannot understate or overlook because many of us here at Altcoin Buzz did not honestly expect to see crypto come to the forefront this year, this soon. Now, because the US election is mostly theatrics anyway, it is taking up a lot of the oxygen. When it's done, however, regardless of the outcome and regardless of who wins, chances are it will be bullish for crypto. And once the dust settles, the political positives for the broader crypto market are not just in the US and from the election there. The implications actually are much, much broader than that. The Kingdom of Bhutan, for example, has quietly built a mining operation and bought some Bitcoin as well. Right now, they have almost $800 million worth, placing them fourth among nations. El Salvador is also still mining. They're also stacking continuously. They're at number 5. Could some kind of game theory kick off in the form of El Salvador's success with Bitcoin? And I guess now Bhutan's influencing other nations, set off some kind of a chain reaction in a positive sense for our space? Yeah, it could. And if it does, nations are going to be scrambling for all the Bitcoin that the ETFs aren't buying. And look, even if this doesn't create some kind of a craze or ultra demand on its own, you have to see how bullish this is because it's a demand that's not going away. It's only going to continue to grow. And these countries are long-term holders. They are pretty much the definition of diamond hands.
And so if this market pulls back hard under this level and then consolidates and comes back, we're likely to sell and stall.
Let's talk about Bitcoin and altcoins breaking out. And we'll begin with a retrospective here because you don't need me to tell you that alts have had a mostly rough 2024. That's something that we can all acknowledge. But some of the charts are finally starting to look better for altcoins. Finally. A breakout from declining lows on both alts and Bitcoin, in fact, is becoming more and more apparent. That said, Bitcoin charts look way, way better than altcoins have looked. Now, look, that does not guarantee that massive gains are coming. Those kinds of guarantees just don't exist in crypto. Either or both, either altcoins or Bitcoin, could go back into the declining channel that they were in before. But technical analysis plays on repeating patterns and probabilities. And here the probability is that both Bitcoin and altcoins will go higher from here, from where we are currently. Bitcoin has been doing better than altcoins as of late. And we also know that Bitcoin leads and then alts follow. That's the way money and capital in cryptocurrency works. It goes into Bitcoin, then Ethereum, then the large caps, mid caps, small caps. That's a very predictable trend and pattern that we've always observed. Now, to a certain extent, it'll be a little bit different this time around because some money, relatively more than previous cycles, will be going into the ETFs, and that money will stay there, at least some of it. So that's the slight modification this time around. However, for the most part, we do see that cascade, that flow of capital from Bitcoin all the way down into altcoins. We do see that happening again because the fact remains that most Bitcoin holders are like you and are like me, and we're holding independently and outside of an ETF structure. Overall, it's a very positive perspective. So get ready, do what you have to do to prepare if you haven't already done so, because things are starting to shape up and line up very much in our favor.